right, guys. So, as you can see, you can only monkey around with that 50-year-old equipment so much to where it just becomes stupid to spend any more time and throw any more parts at them. The air conditioning portion was all burnt up. It burnt up my new transformer when I put it in. The wiring and the whole thing's all corroded. So it's time. It's time. Do something different. If you guys want your customers in that Indian restaurant to be nice and comfortable, whether it be nice and cool or nice and warm come this winter, you're gonna have to do something else. And my recommendation, just because of trying to mate up new stuff to the conglomeration of ductwork that's up on that rooftop, just wouldn't make any sense. So I'd say abandon all that. And let's put a couple mini splits down there, ductless, and then we ensure everything's good. Because being in a restaurant for that long, I'm sure that the ductwork's lined with grease. It's gross. Let's not mate new equipment to that. We're not going to run all new duct in that restaurant. So let's just abandon that and let's do a ductless system for you. The gas furnace, I was able to get that pilot lit, but I went ahead and turned it back off. It was smelling kind of funny, and I just can't ethically or safely turn that system back on and feel good about it, because now my name's on it. So I let them know I left all the power off. I'm not running any of that stuff. Pay me my service fees and my repair costs. If you don't want to do anything new, if you think you can find someone else to fix it, more power to them. I just don't want to have my name on it. So that's the way that went. As far as the main project out there, the heat pump for the living quarters at the Motel 6, that all turned out well. I got plenty of video on that for you as well today. So it's kind of a mishmash of stuff. And without further ado, here's the video. And at the end, stay tuned to the end. I'm going to show you some wiring tips on the new Bosch 454B systems. They're a little bit different. They're communicating systems now, which they didn't tell me when I started buying them, but they are also good for conventional 24-volt wiring. I'll just show you the differences between that and the old 410A stuff. So enjoy the video. Thanks for watching. Good morning, guys. It's a beautiful, beautiful Wednesday morning here in Central Oregon. I'm headed back out to the Motel 6 project, and then I have an Indian restaurant that is across the parking lot that I'm going to go fix. I showed you the initial service call yesterday on that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the heat pump project that I completed over at the Motel 6. The heat pump is for a little living quarters that are behind the front desk in the lobby that the manager and his wife live in. And then over at the Indian restaurant, I got that ancient gas furnace and that ancient air conditioner. It's a Heil air conditioner. I'm not sure what brand that gas furnace is. I just know I'm familiar with it because I've worked on it, that same unit on a different site. So I'm going to go out there. I'm going to get this transformer swapped out inside of the air conditioning system. And then I'm going to see if I can get the pilot lit on this old gas furnace. And we'll go from there. So I'll see you out there. Alright guys, we're back up here at the old ancient system here. So what I got is I got my basic hand tools here. I got my drill. I got some electrical tape. I got some sticks, some long wooden sticks, skewers. I'm going to tape those together. And I got my paper towel here. I'm going to put a little piece of paper towel and light it. And we're going to get that pilot lit first. And then we'll go to this transformer here. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Alright, let's hope this works. Probably only need to do 2 of them. that reaches. That should reach far enough with just 2 of them. Let's give it a try. Didn't work the first time. Hold on. Oh no, it's on. See it back in there. Hold this button down a little bit longer. Worked like a charm. It went out though. Maybe it won't stay on. Alright guys, we got a good pilot there. We're gonna leave the power off for now. What we need to do is turn the we're going to leave the main burner off too for now. That's this valve here. See that better? So you have your pilot valve here, which is in the on position, and we have our main gas valve here in the off position. We're going to let that pilot sit there. We're going to go put the transformer on the other box, the air conditioning box, that side of the system, so we can get our low voltage signal coming back here. Put the panel on, we'll turn that valve back on, flip our power back on, and we will see if we get this thing to fire up. And check out the inside of this pin. She went kaboom. Okay, we'll get the new transformer in. We'll get you some video when I get it in. Can't really get a good view from here. Alright guys, I got my transformer. I mounted him higher up out of this little small compartment here, easier to see and easier to get the wires out of. But I got my low voltage here, I got my my R, my hot, I got my common piggybacked here onto the relay, and then I got my my 2 line voltage, 120 volts a piece, 240 volt legs wired in, one there and the other one tucked in right there. I'm going to step back. I'm going to reintroduce power to this and cross my fingers is what I'm going to do. Alright guys, when I went and put power back to it, it popped the breaker. So, and when I pushed the contactor in yesterday, I was able to get the unit to fire. So either I did something wrong or I don't know. Oh boy, this stuff's not labeled very well either. Popped. There it is right there. Air to the bar. Alright. Power's back on. Let's cross our fingers. Alright guys, what's happening is when I go to apply power on my disconnect here, it is I can hear this contactor trying to pull in. Once it tries to pull in, it's automatically popping the breaker. So let's see what's going on here. Alright guys, she's cooked. I'm not messing with her anymore. I cleaned up all the wiring, did the best I could. She's tripping the breaker. She's letting out the smoke. I'm not going to mess with it anymore. I cannot ethically repair this and feel like it's going to be safe. Same way with this. There is a really bad aroma coming from this unit with the pilot lit. I'm not going to mess with these anymore. It's not worth it. I like to keep this old stuff going, but I'm just not going to. I'm going to recommend that we just abandon this stuff and put some mini splits in. And if they don't want to do it, then they don't have to do it. But yeah, I'm not screwing around with this shit anymore. Been out here all morning messing with it. It's just not going to happen. Alright guys, I couldn't say much inside, but here is the heat pump. Bova 24RX BM15 A2L 454B system. I'm gonna get my gauges hooked up, get this thing fired up, and see what we got here. Alright guys, she's running now, so I had a little trouble getting her running. So what I had to do was, so what's different on the new 454B stuff is you have a separate plug off the board in the air handler that has a pigtail that comes out to your outdoor unit. I had them backwards. So what'll happen is if you wire it backwards, you're going to end up having your voltage into the board, but you won't get any Y signal coming out to your heat pump. And I'll go over that with you when I get back to the shop. If you haven't installed any of these Bosch 454B units yet, so I'll go over it with you. But let's go ahead and get our gate clamps on here, and let's see what's going on with this guy. Alright guys, I need to program my gauges for 454B. This is only the second one I've done, and I just weighed it in. So I have a 21-foot line set here. I'm going to go ahead and just do my 6 times 0.6. I'm going to put 3.5 ounces in it, and I'm going to call it good. You know, these numbers aren't going to be right because we're on a 410A scale. I don't think I have 454B in here, unfortunately. So, yep, not prepared. But yeah, I'll just weigh it in, and I'm sure it'll be just fine on these Bosch. They're variable, so no big deal. We're going to weigh it in and get out of here. All right, 3.5 ounces. We're going to go ahead, flip our canister over, turn them off. We're going to empty out our hoses, get all that 3.5 ounces in there, and we're going to call this guy good. Love how quiet and smooth these run. Alright guys, she's all finished up. Got my stupid anti-huffing caps on here, which are required by code, and in this neighborhood you definitely want to have them. But yeah, turned out pretty nice. Let's go get some temps inside, and we'll call it done. All right, just want to go over with you real quick, now that I'm back here at the shop, how they do these new Bosch 454B systems, heat pumps. So it's a little different than the other ones. So they come out of the box communicating, okay? I think the outdoor unit's a 3-wire communication, and then you do 3 wires to your communicating thermostat, which I hate the Bosch thermostats, so I will never do communicating. But what it is it comes out of the box. You have your one Romex plug or your pigtail coming off your circuit board inside the air handler that goes to your thermostat, okay, for conventional wiring. In your little bag of goodies that the air handler gives you, it gives you a Romex plug that's got 4 leads coming off of it. You have to plug that into the board, okay? You have to take that Romex plug and plug it into the board, and that gives you your leads to go to the outdoor unit. So your thermostat wire is going to wire to this accessory field installed Romex plug off your main circuit board in your air handler, and that's your conventional 24 volt to your outdoor unit, your yellow, your common, your defrost, and your reversing valve. 4 wires, no R, just like the old Bosch, but instead of it coming factory ready to go for non-communicating, it's set up for communicating out of the box. So you have to put this pigtail in, this Romex plug, to go outside to your outdoor unit. Another thing you got to do if you're doing non-communicating with the new Bosch 454Bs is there's a dip switch that you need to set on here. Put it in the off position. I think it comes out of the box that way, but I'm not sure. But you'll have one dip switch to do here, and you're going to have one dip switch you need to change on your outdoor unit. Read your manual. It'll tell you how to convert it to conventional wiring. Otherwise, the thing will not run when you go to start it up, because it comes out of the box for communicating. So just a little clarification on that. If you guys haven't installed any of the new Bosch 454B units, it's a little bit different than the 410A units.